everyone, it's Norma, and I'm going to do a review for you today. This is one of the new fall candles that will be coming out after the semi-annual sale. The semi-annual sale ends on July 5th, so this candle is due in the stores in all forms on July 6th. Currently, you can buy it online in a small jar, like you see here, votive and tart form. Now, some stores have been carrying the votives and tarts. The majority have not. I end up ordering a sample votive candle, actually 3 of them, to put in my mixology holder to do like a 3-wick candle and a tart, because I wanted to try out the candle to review it for you all. So that's what I'm going to do today. And the scent description reads, a mouth-watering swirl of cinnamon, buttery vanilla, and sugar crystals, all baking together, guaranteed to fill your home with smiles. Now, there's been a lot of hype about this candle. People who've been able to get their hands on the tart or the votives or the small jar have been, raving about it and really liking it. And I've heard all kinds of things. I've heard it compared to pumpkin ginger bark, harvest welcome. I've heard it compared to having a maple in it, anise in it, like all kinds of spices. And the name doesn't tell you much sugar and spice. Spice could be just about anything. They don't have the scent notes out on this, apparently, for some reason. When they have a very brand new candle, they don't release the scent notes. So all we have is the description, which at least gives you an idea. Cinnamon, buttery, vanilla, and sugar. As you can see, the picture on the label is, once again, a sugar donut. Last year we were fooled because they came out with the apple spice candle, and we thought it was going to smell like a cider donut. It did not, but the one that came out last year definitely has more of an apple smell, which this does not. So let's go over to the candle, and I will attempt to tell you what I think this smells like. Okay, so here we are in my kitchen, which is where I decided to test out this candle. I have the wax melt in my tart warmer, and then I have 3 votives of sugar and spices, my mixology. Now, as far as the burn on the votive, it's been great. I've had, mixed success with putting votives in this mixology holder. Sometimes they do great like this, and then other times they tunnel like crazy, and they're just a mess, and they don't, melt together. This, performance-wise, these votives have done great. So that's a plus, because, like I said, a lot of votives tend to tunnel. So it's been doing really good as far as that. As far as the throw, it's okay. Like I said, I have the mixology going and the tart together, and I have a very, very small galley kitchen. And the scent does fill the kitchen and drift a little bit into the hallway, but it doesn't really travel farther than that. A little bit into the hallway, like behind me toward my bedrooms. But if I go into my front room, which is just on the opposite side, if I turn around, you'd see my front, living room and dining room. I don't smell it in there. It kind of just stays in this space. Now, I do have to admit that, this space is notorious for not getting a scent throw. So the fact that I can smell anything at all is pretty amazing. So that is a plus. So I would probably rate the throw as a medium. If you had a larger room, maybe not so high, but for the small room, I did try the mixology in my bedroom, and it did okay there. It was lighter. I'd probably give it like a 4 or 5, where in here I'd give it more like a 6. But it's okay. It's not super strong. It's not going to, blow you out of the house or anything, but it's detectable. It's there. And the fragrance itself is like a very warm, soft, comforting fragrance. So I think even if it was stronger, it wouldn't be one of those scents that's going to choke you out. Like, Bath and Body Works Summer Boardwalk, which is kind of a, love it, hate it type of scent. That one's really strong, but it can choke you out. This, even if it was strong, super uber strong, I don't think it would do that. And it's a very pleasant scent. And I was trying to figure out how to describe it. When I started the video, I said, a lot of people have mention it, it reminds them of the spices in other candles like Harvest Welcome, Ginger Pumpkin, etc. And I think that's true in a way, but this is a lot more subtle than those candles. And basically what I had to do was I had to just close my eyes and bend over this candle and just sniff and smell it and try to figure it out, because it's not an easy scent to describe. And basically my conclusion is it basically smells like what the description says: buttery vanilla, sugar, and cinnamon. When I smell it, what I get like a vanilla extract smell. Last month I just finished burning the World Journeys Veracruz vanilla, which is basically a strong vanilla extract smell, and I get a hint of that. It's a very sweet vanilla. It's like you mix the vanilla extract with sugar, and basically that's the best way I can describe this candle. When I was leaning over it, smelling it with my eyes closed, trying to figure out, what am I smelling? How can I describe this? What came to my mind is when I'm baking cookies, and I would say probably chocolate chip cookies, but this doesn't have chocolate. The reason I'm saying chocolate chip cookies is because chocolate chip cookies uses a brown sugar versus a white sugar. So if you mixed, like if you're making shortbread cookies, you would have butter, white sugar, and vanilla extract. To me, this smells more like you were starting to make chocolate cookies where you had brown sugar, and you were using the light brown sugar, not the dark brown sugar. And you whipped it together with the butter, and then you added your vanilla extract, and then you added a pinch of cinnamon. That's what this smells like to me. Could it have other spices in it, like ginger? Perhaps, yes. Could it have anise in it? Perhaps. It might even have a little hit of cardamom in it. But it's so subtle. There's not one thing that really stands out to me. What I smell vanilla, I smell butter, and I smell sugar, and I smell cinnamon. And it kind of reminds me of a combination of these three candles here. I have shortbread cookie, cinnamon vanilla, and cinnamon and sugar. And it smells like an even blend of all of these with not one single scent standing out. It's not an in-your-face cinnamon like cinnamon vanilla. It's definitely, I think, more stronger on the vanilla versus the cinnamon. You get a hint of the brown sugar, and then a tiny, tiny, tiny hint of like a vanilla cookie. It doesn't smell like a donut, so don't let that picture fool you. I get no donut smell whatsoever. I don't even get that much of a bakery note, like a pie crust or a cookie note. Just a hint of it. It's more like a combination of these two with a hint of that thrown in. And like I said, the sugar and the vanilla, I believe, is stronger to me than the cinnamon. The spice is there, but it's not a heavy spice candle. Now, would I get this again? I probably would. It's not a love for me. Now, granted, I just have the votives and the tart. I haven't tried it in the candle form. So perhaps if I was burning a full-size candle, my opinion might change. I like the scent enough that I will definitely get it. I'll probably get like 2 or 3, because you guys know me, I never buy one. I just don't do one of anything. But I almost think I would prefer it more as like a buffer candle or a background candle. It's a nice enough scent on its own, but it's not like one of those candles that when I pick up, I'm like, oh my God, I love it, I have to have it. Which ironically, I did in the store. I initially was able to smell these before I ordered online, because one of my stores had the small jars in as samplers, and they let me sniff it. And I was like, oh my God, I really love it. And I really love the vanilla bourbon too, which I will be trying to get a review up for that too before everything goes on sale. I do like it. It's not a love. It's not like, oh my goodness, I need to stock up on this. I need to hoard it. Like I said, to me, I will definitely purchase a couple. I'll try to, you know, maybe update my review when I do get a chance to burn the large jar, but that probably won't be for a while. So, but yeah, that's what I get. I get cinnamon, vanilla, light brown sugar, butter. That's what I get. So I hope that's helpful to you guys. If you guys like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe below, and have a blessed day.